Hi guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex. Now it's been roughly about 3 weeks since I moved into a new house. Just want to keep you guys an update. Well, did my yard a little bit, the front garden, and just want to keep you updated on some of the plants. As you can see, on this area, actually the builder put a lot of those, basic plants on there. I took it out, so I put the sweet olive over there and about 3 feet spacing and put another sweet olive. So two sweet olives. They've been doing great, by the way. It's been 2 weeks, so they got new leaves growing out. And then this is just one of the builder's plant on here, so I don't need to worry about that. And as you can see, the white champagne air layering is still not doing too well, but I checked the root a couple of days ago. It was doing okay, so we'll see. It's not dead yet. We'll see. This is night blooming jasmine. As you know, the weather is getting a little bit cold down here. It's like nighttime could be low as 48. Daytime higher could be 70 or 80-ish. So it's not going to dormant yet, but it stopped blooming, so I went ahead and pruned it. Didn't do a really detailed pruning, just a general pruning on the oval shape. And then we have cymbidium over here. We have neem trees over here. Well, I did some pruning on it as well. And then we have white champaga, which I'm surprised is still growing, and still, if you look closely enough, you still see those flower buds, new flower coming out. It's in my front porch, but when I walk over here every morning, and my office is right there, so I can smell it right away, which is nice. So I'm gonna probably keep this one up in the front, also act as a little bit of barrier over here on the side. I mean, if you look at the neighbors, they have a power meter and AC van over here. It's not something you want to look at every day. So you have plants here to block the view, and also when you later decide to put a chair over here, you have more privacy against this side of the look. Anyway, this is the front porch. I'll show you the back. All right, guys, this is the back patio. I'm probably later down the road, here's what the plan. Probably gonna get a concrete and go out a little bit more to increase the patio size. But right now, this size is not too bad. These are the plants I have down here on the back. There's a ruby chain, cymbidium ruby chain, orange jasmine, Jasmine Maid of New Orleans, and figs over there. After moving over here, I decided to plant the figs down. I'll show you some picture on the process. Since figs is not fragrant flowers, just gonna do a brief update on it. I'll see how regressive the roots is and how it is popped down there already. So right there. And since I moved the figs out of the pot, this pot is empty. So what I'm gonna do right now is up pop one of these. I cannot up pop the cymbidium ruby chain because that's way too big for it. And if I want for it to flower again, it will be a long time before it flowers. So we're gonna pick these two, orange jasmine and or Jasmine Maid of New Orleans. Now I do have a sad news for you guys, okay? Well, for me, I already know. I called my dad the other day to check on the plants that I have left out there in Kansas. But first we talk about the new house, and everything goes well. The chat's pretty smooth, just regular chat between son and dad. And then I asked him, "Hey, Dad, I'm going up there probably next week. Maybe stop by and pick up my plants." And there was about 10-15 minute pause, for text message, and then he texted me back saying, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I left some of those plants in the back, and most of them are dead now." I asked some, so we have a survivor. How many survivors? And he's like, "Only one." I said, "Dad, that was about 1 out of 7. That's not some. That's about barely survive." And basically he works and he forgot it and put it. I don't blame him. He's not a plant person. He put it in a patio, and I told you, if you look at my previous videos on my previous home's patio, it gets extremely hot in the back there, unless some of the plants like Jasmine New Orleans and orange jasmine are very heat tolerant. You still need to water them. So he probably forgot to water them a few times, and the Kansas weather got colder, and those plants are tropical, remember, so they didn't take care good. They didn't live, so it's okay. I ordered some new plants. They're on their way. I'm planning on planting 4 sarcocoa on the front left side of the garden that I showed you earlier. The right side is where I plant my sweet olives. On the right side, I'm planning on planting 4. They are different cultivar of sarcocoa, so I'm gonna see how it goes. Should arrive in again, give it a couple more days. But anyway, back to the subject. I'm probably gonna do with order of I collect them. This one I collect them earlier, so I'm gonna give not orange, jasmine. Made of New Orleans, new pot, and these are potting mix right there. And I do have a slow release fertilizer. I'm not going to use a lot of slow release fertilizer. It's getting cold, not getting cold like Kansas, but it's getting to the fall season, so they're going to grow slowly anyway, so don't need that much fertilizer. Slow release a little bit, and then I have half sphagnum moss left. Might as well just mix in there, okay? And I'll go ahead and start, and I'll take some pictures on why I'm doing this. I'll show you the roots, and I'll probably do a little bit pruning on it. Okay, guys, as you can see, the plant Jasmine Maid of New Orleans has been fully potted. Top layer always laying off with sphagnum moss, although it's not enough, but it's okay. I'm out of sphagnum moss. Use it too many times, too often. Right here, and as you can see, if you go straight looking at it, it's kind of oval shape. Still want to keep that shape going. And remember, orange jasmine and Jasmine Maid of New Orleans. I think most jasmine family is this. The more you prune, the aggressive they grow, and the more flower they put out. Now, I did get a question. I did get a question from one of the viewers asked me, the question about white champaga. If I were to prune white champaga, does it increase the chance of it getting if flowers? The answer is not really. Let's say white champaga, or let's do a Jasmine Maid of New Orleans, for example. If you don't prune, it'll flower. Just does not flower that much. But when you prune it, it flowers more. But pruning does not induce flowering. If a plant doesn't flower, even as much as you want to prune it, it does not flower. All right, it only put out more leaves and stuff. But if a plant flowers, then if you prune it more, you increase the bushier the plant is, and more terminal bud terminals coming out of the side of the branch. So you're increasing the branches, you can increase the amount of growth on the plants. Therefore, you get more flowers. So don't get confused. Like, okay, Alex, say a little bit pruning, we'll get more flower. Does that mean if I prune my plants a lot, my plants will? If it doesn't grow flower, it doesn't bloom before, now it will start blooming when I start pruning a lot? No. If you do that, it'll cause more stress to your plant than actually doing it, making it flower. So some of the suggestion I have for most people who want the plant to flower more is that make sure the weather and conditions are met. And also when it's during the bloom period, give it a little synthetic fertilizer, give it a little like bloom booster, a little boost, and then you continue with the regular fertilizing, and it should grow pretty good. But just don't overuse synthetic fertilizer as well. If you overuse, you'll burn the plant, and the flower before even the flower comes out, it'll wilt before it blooms, okay? Anyway, all right, that just give you a small update today. Well, not really a small update, just a new update at my new house on these plants. And I'm ordering more plants, and they are on their way. I'll keep you guys up to date, okay? But then again, I appreciate you guys watching, and it seems like we are passing 500 subscribers now. So it's something always nice on the side, all right? Take care, all right? I'll see you guys next time.